Episode of the Riff Rundown. I hope this is finding you and yours doing well this weekend. My name is Angela Petrilli. I am here with my friends at Fishman for a brand new episode of the Riff Rundown. Today's episode is pre-recorded because I am playing some shows in Nashville this weekend. So if you're in Nashville, come on down. It'd be great to see you. So for today's lesson, we're going to be learning Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard by one of my favorite songwriters of all time, the amazing Paul Simon. So have your acoustic guitar in standard tuning for this one. You're going to need it. I'd say this one is geared towards my intermediates, maybe, advanced beginners. There's lots of fast strumming and stuff for this one. Lots of cool inversions. It'll be a lot of fun. So as always, guys are enjoying the lessons, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It absolutely helps the cause. And if you want to check out all the cool Fishman gear that I use in these lessons, including the RS Spectrum DI, I left a link in the video description below so you can check it out. And I just started a Patreon. So if you want to join Patreon squad, I left that in the video description below too. So be sure to check it out. Would love to see you there. So again, acoustic guitar, standard tuning. This one's going to be a lot of fun. And as always, I always like to ask a question before we get started. So please, folks, let me know where you are tuning in from and a song that brings about nostalgia. So where you're tuning in from, song that brings about nostalgia. Really happy you're here. Acoustic guitar, standard tuning. Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard by Paul Simon. Let's do this. Super fun one. Can't wait to teach you how to play it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at the intro. So for the intro, I'm going to break it down into two different parts. We'll call it the high guitar part, okay, with the inversions that are a little bit higher up the neck, and then with the lower part with the lower cowboy chords towards the headstock of the guitar. So let's go ahead and get started. So this lesson here, kind of basing it off of the Live at Hyde Park with Paul Simon. What was really cool about this is had some great camera angles, so I got to see a lot of the chords. So to the best of my eye and ears, let's go ahead and look at the intro. So I'm going to play it just a little bit slower. So here's that intro part. So what's happening there is we are playing an A chord, a D6, back to an A, then to an E major. So we've got here, let's go ahead and play this version of A, which I saw Paul do on the Live at Hyde Park. So we're going to do here, first finger laid across the 5th fret of the B string and E string. So that's our E note and our A note respectively. As you can tell here, my thumb is pressing, okay, on the back of the neck, okay, making a good squeeze there, again, building a good foundation for this inversion of this A chord, okay. Our second finger, go ahead and place that on the 6th fret of that G string is going to be our C sharp, our third of the A major chord. Third finger is going to go ahead and play the E note, which is at the 7th fret of the A string. Pinky finger is going to go right underneath that 7th fret of the D string, which is an A. So if we are being absolutely, right, absolutely correct on how to call this chord, it's technically an A over E. Because you have the A chord, and then the E in the bass. We're going to strum this twice. Just a nice down, up, okay? And afterwards, what I want you to do is just mute with this part of your hand, okay? So like this. Nice and crisp. That's what we're looking for. From there, we're gonna go to this D6. So we're gonna get our first finger here. We're gonna place that across the 7th fret of the G string, B string, and the E string. If we're talking notes here, okay? The 7th fret of the G string, that's D. 7th fret of the B string, that's F sharp. And then B, right here at the 7th fret of the E string. So just like that. Okay? And again, 2 strums there. Let's go ahead and combine it with A. Just like that. Back to A, 2 strums. I like to do 2 upstrokes when I play that. Next is going to be a version of E major. So if we know how to play this version of D, you can play this version of E major. Check it out. We're going to slide this inversion up a whole step, meaning first finger should be on the 4th fret of the G string. That's our B note. Second finger is on the G sharp, 4th fret of the E string, and then our third finger is on E, 5th fret of the B string. Go ahead and strum only the strings that your fingers are on. Okay, we're going to strum that twice too. Okay, strum it however you like. So here we go. I like to do down, up on that E chord. Let's go ahead and do this a few more times. A little faster. So that's what we're looking for there. So for this high guitar part in the intro, we're going to only play this 2 times. Now, once we play that twice, we're going to go ahead and now play the cowboy chord version of all the chords we just played. Okay? We're going to play them up towards the headstock of the guitar. So we're going to have a regular A major to D major, back to A, to E major. So that's going to sound like this. And play along. So that section there, okay, that's going to be repeated 4 times. So the whole thing sounds like this. So here's the intro. Follow along. Again, I am playing this a lot slower than they do on the record when they play it live. Like I say in these lessons, you can't play anything fast, you can't play slow. So take your time here, okay? Go slow, the speed will come naturally, all right? So just keep that in mind. I'm playing this just a little slower, all right? So now we're going to the verse. So the verses I am breaking up into 2 parts. I'll call it part A and part B. So as far as how it works out, we start with part A, then we play part B, then we play part A, and then we go into the pre-chorus, okay? So the verse sounds like this. I'll play it to speed. From there, pre-chorus, okay? All chords that we know that we played in the intro, okay? We're just playing them a little bit of a different order in the verses. So, part A of the verses, we're going to start with that A chord. Okay, and that's how we're going to strum it. Let's go ahead and do that again. From there, we go to our D major, and remember the tonal centers, D, F sharp, A, 1, 3, 5, D major. From there, we go to E major. Again, tonal centers, put them in the comments. E, G sharp, B. Let's play them. that's the order. Let's go ahead and play through them again. I'll call out the chords. A major. D major. E. Back to A. Let's play a little faster. Here we go. Now, sometimes when they play it live, kind of really build up that A chord before they go into the part B of the verse. So I will leave that up to you, whatever you're feeling. So part B of the verse, pretty simple here. Okay, we're going to be going between A and E 2 times. So E to A, E to A 2 times. Okay, so that sounds like this. And talking about the A chord, there's a bunch of different ways to play this. I like to play A in this fashion, particularly on this song, like this. So my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger. So 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the D string E, 3rd finger, 2nd fret of the G string A, and then 4th finger, 2nd fret of the B string C sharp. When I switch to that E chord, my 1st finger is free to hit that G sharp, to then play the rest of the chord. So see, it's a nice, move. It's good like choreography between chords, okay? Anyway, I like to think of these little things when you do chord switches. Again, you want them as nice and seamless as possible. And as always, you guys are enjoying the lessons, be sure to subscribe on YouTube. Helps the cause. Click that like button, folks. All right, so once we finish part B, again, E to A twice, we go back to part A. So let's go ahead and play that, part A, part B, part A, and I'll play just a little bit faster, all right? Follow along, folks, you can do it. Here we go, verse. Part B, E. Part A. Which leads us now into our pre-chorus. So our pre-chorus sounds like this. I'll play it to speed. Me and Julio down by the schoolyard. That's the chorus. We'll get to it in a second. But first, let's look at this pre-chorus. So we start with our 4 chord. We're in the key of A, okay? So D major is going to be our 4 chord. So I like to play my D chord like this. First 3 fingers. 1st finger, 2nd fret of the G string A, 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the E string F sharp, and 3rd finger, the D note, okay? 3rd fret of the B string. Strum from the D string downward, okay? So again, strumming pattern, just same as the others. To A. Back to D. Now here's something cool. When I watched the live at Hyde Park, again, Paul Simon has this huge band with like a bunch of people, and during this section I went to one of the guitar players in this band, and he played this A to B to E like this, which I thought was kind of cool. So I figured I'll teach you guys how to play it that way. So A, just as we did it. So you're going to slide this shape, right? This A chord shape up a whole step, meaning your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger should be on the D string, G string, and B string respectively. Say that 10 times fast. Okay. So just like that. Now, we want to make sure that we only play the strings that our fingers are on. because we don't want to play the A in the bass. That we don't want to do. So we've got leading into the E major, okay? So that's what's happening there. So let's go ahead and play the pre-chorus through that part. Here we go. Okay, so just like that. From there, we're gonna go back to D major, we're going to switch to a very quick G major chord. Definitely, if you can, get it on the upstroke. Okay, so switching from that D to G, my beginners who are watching, pay attention here. Okay, this is really good stuff to help you do your switches between chords a lot better, is knowing where your pivot fingers are. So check this out. So we're playing D major. When we play G major like this, okay, in this way with all 4 fingers, notice how my 3rd finger is the common denominator between these 2 chords, okay? So leave that 3rd finger where it is. Why lift it up if you're gonna put it right back where it was, okay? Don't expel the energy, just leave it there, okay? So we've got D, okay? So notice what's happening there. Leaving the 3rd finger where it is, from that D chord, reaching 1st finger, 2nd fret of the A string B note, 2nd finger, 3rd fret of the E string G, pinky finger goes down on G, 3rd fret of the high E string, strum everything. That's how the chord should sound. So in context, here's how it sounds. A nice up, down, up on that G chord. Back to A major, 1 measure. That's the end of our pre-chorus with lots of tongue twisters. Okay, let's start with the pre-chorus, shall we? Here we go. Now we're into the chorus. So me and Julio down by the schoolyard. The chords. Quick changes, okay? So we have what sounds like this. That is our chorus, so let's go ahead and play it. So we've got A to G to D major to E major, and then back to that intro progression, A to D, A to E. Okay, so that whole section, me and Julio down by the schoolyard with those intro chords, that all repeats 2 times. So that sounds like this. I'm gonna play this slowly, okay? Like that. If I play it faster, it sounds like this. Okay, I'll do that again. And again. Again. Just like that. Again, can't play anything fast, you can't play slow. So start slowly. Okay, so that's one way you can play the chorus. When I was watching live at Hyde Park, I noticed that Paul Simon plays it just a little bit differently. So Paul did it like this. then same chords. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So that grip of the A major, we saw at the intro a few moments ago, right? And same thing, down, up strum, mute with this part of your hand. This is technically an A over E, if we want to be specific. Slide this back a whole step. We are now playing G over D, or G/D. So just like that. So we think like there's that F, right? The F chord that a lot of us don't like, that shape, right? Lift the third finger, placing that on the D note, 5th fret of the A string, pinky finger replaces where the third finger was, now playing the G note, 5th fret of the D string. And then play D and E as we did for the other version. So I'll play this nice and slowly. We'll call this Paul's way. Here we go. Again. Lots of great inversions. Let's do it a little faster. One more time. Pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and do this. I think it's a good time for us to kind of review what we've done here. So we're going to go through the intro. We will go through the verse, both parts of that verse, into the pre-chorus and into the chorus. Again, you guys are enjoying the lessons. Click that thumbs up, like button. It sure does help the cause. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. You want to check out all the cool Fishman gear. Link is in the video description below. Started a Patreon page, all that good stuff, all that good stuff. Oh, and I'm playing at the Troubadour on July 18th, so those of you in LA, swing by. The players will be there with Cardinal Black. It's going to be awesome. All right, so let's go ahead now and play the intro, okay? I'm going to play it just a little bit faster. I think we're getting the hang of this, so here we go. Verse. Part B. Back to part A. Pre-chorus, D major. Chorus. Paul's way. That's chorus, all right? So after that first chorus, which is what we just did, okay, after the first chorus, we're gonna go into that whistle solo, all right? So in that whistle solo, all it is, same chords as the pre-chorus and the chorus, starting at the D major, okay? So that's what's happening there. We go through that now. For that final chorus, okay, in that whistle solo, okay, once we get to that E major chord, give it a good down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, okay? Very dramatic strumming of that E major chord that leads us into the next verse. So just for context, I will go ahead and play that. So I don't know if I could whistle and play at the same time, but let's, those of you who can whistle at home, whistle along with me. So here we go. So I'll play through that chorus, the pre-chorus of the chorus. So here we go. Comes the chorus. Repeated mean? And then into the next verse. Okay, so that's what's happening there. It's pretty cool stuff. This is such a fun song to play. So after that whistle solo, we go into a verse, we go into another pre-chorus, we go into another chorus, and then we go into that intro, which is our faded out outro, same exact chords. Okay, so that. Okay, so feel free to like really have fun with this. It's such a great song to play. Again, very, very fun to do. So that's the tune, folks. It's really fun to play. This is a great one. Super fun to teach too. So since we have a moment, let's go ahead and run through those parts yet again. I want you guys to get this down. And as always, if you guys are enjoying the lessons, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It absolutely helps the cause. You want to check out all the cool Fishman gear. Link is in the video description below. All right. So let's go ahead and do that again. I'm going to bump up the speed. All right. We've got this down. You can do this. So here we go. Intro. High parts, low parts, verse, chorus, pre-chorus, chorus. Come on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more times. Verse. Part B. Back to part A. Pre-chorus, D major. Good stuff. Super, super fun. So again, such a joy to teach all of you and to be able to hang out and have fun and get to play music. It's really, really good stuff. So as always, wishing you so much success in your musical journeys. Again, if you haven't checked out, I have an original band. We're called Angela Petrilli and the Players. We have a new EP out called The Voices. It's on vinyl too, so you can check it out on my website, angelapetrillimusic.com. Those of you in Los Angeles, we are playing at the iconic historical Troubadour. So excited. It's my first time playing there. So we will be there on July 18th, 2024. Be sure to hang out and get your tickets. We're going to be opening for the amazing Cardinal Black. We're so honored to be playing with them that day. So if you're in Los Angeles, be sure to hang out with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, and check out the EP. We had a great time recording it. It was a ton of fun. As always, want to thank the folks at Fishman for helping me do these lessons week after week. They're such a blast. And again, you want to check out all the cool gear. Link is in the video description below. And what else is new? If you're in Nashville, I'm playing in Nashville tonight at Kimbrough's in Franklin. Super cool place. A lot of fun. I'll be playing original music and all of that good stuff. I will be there. I'll have merch for sale and all that. So if you're in Tennessee, come on down. It'd be great to see you. And who else do I have to thank? I have to thank all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in week after week. Thank you for the beautiful community. I love how kind everyone is to one another wherever you guys are on your musical journeys. Thank you all for being so uplifting to one another. I just love the community of kindness that we have here on the Riff Rundown. So I see it and it's just really wonderful. So thank you all so much. And again, if you want to join my Patreon crew on my website, so you check it out at angelapetrillimusic.com. As always, much success to you guys. Much success. This is always such a blast. So have fun learning this one, folks. I had a great time.